How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now then, didn't do a Wednesday video, so my apologies for that. Basically what we've been doing all week is been bagging spuds up, and yeah, didn't really want to record another video of us bagging a load of potatoes up really. Anyway, we're going to go and look at some fields today. We're going to go and look at the neighbours that are drilled back a couple of weeks back, beginning of November, straight into stubble, so that'll be interesting to see what that's come up like. We've got Crowson coming in today to pick up 10 pallets, and then we've got some more bagging to do as well. So yeah, bit of a mishmash video, but that's what we're on at the moment. Also, I don't think Rudolph is going to go hungry with the amount that's in this trailer. I don't think you can get another carrot in here. Look at the sides, look. I need some greedy boards on the sides, I reckon. This one's worse, look. Should be alright. Now then, just dropped my carrots off and come and have a look at this, the wheat that I sort of minimum tillage slash direct drilled for the neighbour just down the road. And yeah, surprisingly, I mean, she's it's looking really good actually for going straight into stubble, no previous cultivations, not even gone through with a subsoil or anything like that. This has gone through just purely with our Lemkin Solitaire disc drill, and yeah, it's come up really well. You can see nice and even all the way across the field, which is what I like about that Lemkin drill. With them press wheels on the back, it leaves a nice even finish. Walking across it now, yeah, it's fors and against the going straight into stubble. I believe it's probably best to go through with a cultivator first and break up the ground a little bit, then go spray some glyphosate or Roundup to kill any weeds like blackgrass or anything like that, and then drill into that stale sort of seed bed that you've made. But this is the first time I did some sort of direct drilling, and I'm pretty impressed with it really. Now if you go back and watch the video, I did do a video while I was in here. It's called direct drilling for a neighbour, and you'll see what sort of job I was doing when I was drilling it. But this field's not as black as what we've got. It's a bit more clay, but I really am impressed with how even it's come up, and how well it's come up as well. It's because it hasn't been, you know, cultivated before previously. I did think where like the combine tires have been and where the baler tires have been, it might not come up so well, but yeah, they're 24-metre tram lines, and it's come up ever so well for going straight into stubble. Really has come up well. Now then, going back to sort of direct drilling, there's always that argument between different farmers and different people. You know, should we plough? Is it releasing carbon? This, that and the other. My opinion and my dad's opinion, so this is coming from our farm and what we do. That drill has changed the way we do things. A lot of different farmers would do no tillage, and they're starting to do that with these newer drills. But my personal opinion, you still need the plough. You still, I think, need to go and cultivate at least once, just to break up that pan in between the soils. in between the soil structure, you're always going to form a pan. Even, you know, when you go into stubble, there's always going to be a pan of combine tyres and tractor and trailer tyres and baler tyres if you bale the straw. There's always going to be some sort of pan in the soil where them tyres have been. So if you can cultivate it fairly deep, you know, 3 to 6 inches deep, and break up that pan, it gives the roots, whatever you plant in it, you know, can go down and not hit that pan and stop growing. The roots can go down and you'll get an overall better root structure. That's my opinion. You know, I think we should cultivate, you know, 3 to 6 inches deep, because that's where the pan's going to be. It's not going to be no deeper than that. Or you plough. You got to plough after sugar beet or potatoes anyway. So that's my opinion. I don't really believe in this sort of no tillage proper direct drilling, as I'd call it, where it just cuts a slot straight into stubble without any prior cultivations whatsoever. I don't really believe in that, because, you know, there's going to be a pan in the soil somewhere. If you keep slotting a seed in the same field without no cultivations whatsoever, the soil structure is just going to keep panning all the time. Where you've run, it's going to keep panning that ground all the time. So I don't really believe in that, but let me know your thoughts. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Now then, just moved in a field just across the road. This is another one that I drilled for the neighbour as well, and this field is, or had been, cultivated with a Knockling cultivator and a Cat Challenger, then sprayed with Roundup, and then I've gone in with that Solitaire and drilled winter wheat. Now then, don't know whether you can tell the difference on camera, but I think overall it looks a better plant. You know, there's more height in the plant as well. It looks more greener. I don't know whether you can tell on the camera or not, but overall the field looks better. Now you tell me that. It's a nice size there. It'll take it through the winter, and yeah, that'll till her out absolutely lovely. It just looks a better overall crop. Whether it's because it looks cleaner because there's not a lot of stubble on the top, I don't know, but it just looks better. We'll probably later on in the year see, or next year now, see the difference in sort of weed control if it's been cultivated and then sprayed with Roundup, whereas that stubble field had just been sprayed with Roundup. So what's going to be the best for weed control, what's going to be best for yields as well, we'll keep an eye on this and come back to it next year. But I think overall, if we can do this on our farm, which we have done on a couple of fields, we shall see when we come to combine it what sort of yield difference there is from when we plough on the fields that we've ploughed and drilled to the fields that with minimum tillage drilled. So, you know, look at this head done, look. Absolutely lovely. Drilled at 160 kilograms a hectare, 150 to 160 kilograms a hectare, and yeah, tilled out absolutely lovely. I should have wore wellies. Big mistake. Now then, just had Christ in the yard. He's took his 10 pallets and gone. So we're just doing a few more for next week. Getting ahead of the game. Nothing worse than when a lorry turns up when you ain't got the pallets ready, when you ain't got the tapes ready. also we will continue the minimum tillage versus ploughed versus no tillage conversation another day, I reckon. There's a lot to talk about, a lot of things I want to get across as well, and also I want to hear what you think as well. So yeah, that's for another day. Right, so we've bagged a few more potatoes up this afternoon. I'm off delivering spuds, but as we was on about minimum tillage, ploughing and no tillage, I shall leave you with this piece of information that a farmer not too far away from here, and I know who's probably watching this as well, given me a few months ago about the topic, about a crop establishment and bits and pieces like that. So here it is. He said to me, "Rob, do you know who Monty Don is?" I said, "Yeah, he's that gardener bloke, and he's on telly." He goes, "Yeah, think about this." I was like, righto. He said, when Monty Don repots a plant, he don't use the same fertiliser, don't use the same compost. He always puts new compost in the pot when he repots a plant. Think about that. So, in farming terms, think about that. Monty Don always uses fresh compost. It's the equivalent to if you just keep planting in the same soil, keep scratching the top with the same soil, same, you know, crop, cereal crop every year. You think about that. Monty Don never uses the same compost. He always puts fresh in the pot. That's what I say about ploughing. You're always better to probably plough or cultivate fairly deep, then plant your seeds. Now this is the wheat crop planted just behind the yard, so I thought we'll just quickly come and have a look at this before we end this video. You know, this is old seed. We've had this, like I've said before, it was old seed, but it's sort of tilled out now, and I think this looks better than that direct drilled stuff. This was ploughed and then drilled with that lempkin, and there's a field just up the road that I'd like to go and see probably in another video that we'd ploughed and power harrowed drilled, just see what that's come up like. But you know, something to think about, and I want to let you know, I want to hear your thoughts on crop establishment, and you know what the right thing is to do, what the wrong thing is to do. Are you one of these people that totally say no, we're not ploughing? I want to know why as well, so put your thoughts down in the comments. But thank you very much for watching this video. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and yeah, we'll see what we get up to next week. Part 2 of the highlights will be out as well. Probably chuck a video out just before Christmas, keep you guys happy, and yeah, catch you later.